Hey everyone, NavyDoc5184 here, and welcome to a recap for the Pentatonix Part 2 live stream reactions that I did, and the winner for the poll that I had for which reaction I was going to make available to everybody was Avi Kaplan. So we're going to be checking out my reaction to his song Peace Somehow. The full replay for that particular live stream is available to channel members, but for the meantime I'm going to share this particular reaction since that was the one that won the poll. And I gotta say, I was really looking forward. I know a lot of people, when I was doing my Pentatonix Part 1 reaction, did have quite a few suggestions for me to react to for some of the solo stuff, which I did get to some of them. Actually, I'm trying to think, did I get to all of them? I think I did get to all the ones that were suggested. If not, I probably have some waiting in the queue. But this was one that I was definitely looking forward to, and I think it was brought up when I was doing the Hallelujah reaction. And I was talking about how there was a part of me that kind of forgot how solid Avi's vocals were, and everybody did such a good job in that song. And the person suggested that I do this particular song, and I gotta say, I don't think I was fully prepared for what I was about to get into, because he kind of had to remind me who is about, you know, I kind of have to put some respect back on Avi's name in terms of his vocal prowess. So we're going to go ahead and get into the reaction. I'll leave a link to the original video in the description below, but let's go ahead and check out Avi Kaplan, Peace Somehow. I forgot how low his voice was, or it could be. Wow. Dang. Okay, you know, with the way he sang in Hallelujah, I forgot how low he could go in terms of his range. Man, this dude is making like my bones vibrate right now. Holy cow. Like, I literally like felt my bones vibrate with that. That was, jeez. Yeah, I am seeing that for Twitch users who aren't seeing this. So Mary's just saying that his songs are really varied in style and register. Some are higher, some are lower, and they're all different. And I am being reminded of that right now. Holy cow. I go from the vocals he gave in Hallelujah to this. Whew. Man.
Sunlight peeking through the rain. Take the toil and the pain. Breathe in, breathe out. Find the peace somehow.
Alrighty. Very impressive, I will say this. One thing I definitely do gotta point out, like I was just talking about how it's impressive. I don't think people okay, let me rephrase that, because I'm trying to make it sound like nobody knows this. I'm sure there are a lot of people that do know this. It's just something that I don't hear enough. Because I hear so many people talk about how impressive it is when people can hit like really high like falsetto notes really well and sound really good with it. I don't think like bass and baritones get enough love with all that. And I say that as somebody who, you know, while no, I did not sing professionally. I wasn't in a professional choir. I was only in choir, you know, in all my years, you know, like through middle school and high school, you know, so I get an idea of the training and everything that is involved with that. But one of the things that I really had to learn when I was in those classes was to listen to the other parts. So I've gotten to the part where sometimes even when I listen to harmonies, I'm able to kind of hear in my head like each part and kind of like separate it. And, you know, and I bring that up because I think about like the bass and the baritones when I was in chorus, and listening to them and hearing just, I don't want to say how they would struggle, but knowing how hard it was for them to hit some of the notes they have. And I say all of that to express my appreciation for what I am listening to right now. Because the low register that he is hitting very consistently is very impressive, and I think deserves to have some love. And I just wanted to make sure I threw that out there.
Sunlight peeking through the rain. Take the toil and the pain. Breathe in, breathe out. Find the peace somehow.
Actually, I was gonna say something. I'll hold off on this thought for a second. I will say I really love what he's doing with the video. It's very simple, but yet at the same time, so attention grabbing. I love how he's pulling that off so well. I almost feel like I need to start meditating, you know? Actually, now that I think about it, this does almost sound like kind of like a meditation chant, doesn't it? I wonder if that's what he was going for in this part. Wouldn't surprise me.
Sunlight peeking through the rain. Take the toil and the pain. Breathe in, breathe out. Find the peace somehow.
All right. All right. That was Peace Somehow by Avi Kaplan, and I'm as impressed with it now as I was when I did my initial reaction. I think what I loved the most about it was its simplicity, and there's kind of like a beauty to it in a way. It was so, like, I know I was saying there's a beauty, but it felt very peaceful. I know in the reaction I was saying this almost kind of felt like something like you could picture yourself listening to while meditating. And my goodness, his low tone, like literally, it's like I felt my bones vibrating on that. I mean, the reverb on that was insane. Again, it's like I really forgot his vocal prowess. That dude is the truth, and I am definitely looking forward to doing some more of his solo stuff. Definitely feel free to leave suggestions of what you'd like to see me react to from him in the comments below. I know I already got a few in the watch queue, but definitely feel free to leave some suggestions because this dude is the truth. And honestly, I think it's just I got so used to the most recent lineup, and I think I somewhat hinted at this with the Hallelujah. I kind of forget really just how powerful his vocals were. And honestly, I gotta give him credit for even his range, because he's got a hell of a range too. I mean, as I said, I don't know how many times I've said it already, but this dude is the truth. And man, I mean, and really, I gotta give credit to Pentatonix on that, because really, if you really know what Avi's all about, you would think, how does one really replace them? Which I don't really look at. Who was it? Was it Matt that replaced him? I don't want to look at him as a replacement per se. I would much rather look at him as a successor, if that makes sense, because Avi is not somebody that you simply just replace. You can only succeed him, but Pentatonix did a great job in finding a worthy successor, but in that, I think I kind of did forget just how good Avi was, and this was a very healthy reminder. I mean, between that and Hallelujah, I mean, just getting the two different, I mean, it's almost felt like a 180 in terms of his vocal range that we got with just those two songs. And man, oh man, I'll say it one more time, and I promise this is the last time. This dude is the truth. He is the truth. And I will no longer say that because I think you probably got the point by now. But yeah, I don't think there's really much more I can really say about that outside of that was very impressive. I was very impressed. Looking forward to doing some more of his stuff. And definitely leave some suggestions in the comments. But in the meantime, I think we'll go ahead and call it a day, and I'll thank you all for stopping by. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you can check out some of my other Pentatonix reactions, as well as other reactions I've done, and if you're into it, even gaming videos. And also, that way you'll also be available whenever I do these live streams. But also, if you would like to get full live stream replays and even some other member exclusive videos and other special perks, or if you just want to help support the channel a little bit extra, definitely feel free to check out my membership page. You can click the join button and you can see the various tiers. I've got 2 tiers available. You can choose either which one. Obviously, the higher tier will give you a little bit more, but for the most part, you'll get a lot of good value even with the most basic recruit tiers. So definitely feel free to hit the join button and take a look and see what you can get for that if you're interested. But either which way, I appreciate you being here. Thanks again for stopping by. Hope you all had a good time. I will catch y'all down the road.